Hello, I like space, kinda like Markiplier. Speaking of which, watch Edge of Sleep so we can get Iron Lung. That's the only October thing I have for this video. Do you like spacefaring adventure media? Do you wish you could be a protagonist, but all of the starship rules and all of these TTRPGs are too complicated to grasp? Or do you just not like how so many spacefaring RPGs are already based off of other popular RPGs, which rules dictate in a weird way how everything should work in a way that doesn't fully blend into the genre? For all of those solutions, let me introduce you to Lightyard, a spacefaring RPG that I can prove is the best because I made it and I am a raging narcissist. This uses a dice pool system of different kinds of dice depending on what you're rolling. There are cores and sects. The cores determine what number of die you are rolling, a d4, a d6, a d8, and a sect determines how many of that die you are rolling. There is also combat, where depending on whether it's a weapon attack and whether that weapon is melee or long range, you'll roll a certain thing to do a certain thing, and then someone else will roll a certain thing in order to not get damaged. Characters also have species and mold, which species determines what you look like, what kind of alien you are, without boxing you into a specific term, and mold tells you basically what you were either doing before this or what you're doing right now. Kind of like background and class mixed into one. There's also starting wealth, which also determines starting inventory, and traits, which are fill in the blanks that determine roleplay aspects of your character. However, all of this applies to starships as well, or at least most of it. Starships have 6 different sizes, each with a different size modifier, which basically tells you how powerful a ship is when compared to a person. Checks for starships are largely the same as checks for player characters, the only difference being that the cores are internal and external, and the sects for each are for internal log, steering, and weapons, and for external, auto, design, and hull. Mold is also still around for this, but in a different fashion. It basically says what your starship is/was used for. There's also ship combat, which is different rules from normal combat, and fuel, which can be burned in a number of ways, but also gained back via spending some currency, which has other modes of helping you out too. Fun fact, the currency in this game is called points of wealth, or POW! I know my friends are going to turn that into a Discord soundbite. Also, at any point, the crew of the ship can upgrade the ship, which, while there isn't currently a level up system for characters, gives the idea that you're not just evolving as a person, but as a member of a group. Wow! Propaganda. I really sped through those rules because, full disclosure, I already recorded this video, but the focus on my camera was off, and now it's not, so yay! If you want to play it just to tell me that it's all wrong and bad, click the link in the description. But seriously, give me constructive criticism or I will cry. And please, oh please, give me an idea for an October video because I am at a loss. In case you're wondering what I'm gonna dress up as for Halloween, it's gonna be Peppermint Butler because I watched all of Adventure Time in 2 weeks. It was a trip. Before that, I had watched Steven Universe in like 1, and yet all that doesn't compare to the, 3 months it's taking me to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. I don't know why. Unnecessary life updates, who cares? Play the game, watch Edge of Sleep. See ya.